Hello, my beautiful Pisces. This is a reading for all Pisces placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. I do not want to get a migraine. I'm turning this off. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. I also believe that this is for the Pisces placement of, or your midheaven in Pisces as well. The reason being, when I gathered your sacred goddesses and mothers card, we got the priestess of the gift to serve. And what this says is, be at service for your community and universal tribe. There is a wisdom in observing rather than acting. Take your time to gather information before you act. Trust your intuition, but do not be fooled by illusions. Be of service to others and you will flow with joy and ease, enabling you to live the life you desire. Be open to give and receive. So this is a reading basically about being open to giving, because you're a beautiful empath. If you're on my channel, you're definitely an empath. And you're open to giving all the time, but sometimes you need to receive too. And what I'm hearing is, and with the 3 cards that went with it, the first card I drew was, how can I serve others? Which tells me there's going to be something coming back around, some sort of situation coming back around that you're going to decide. And it's almost like, because of the other 2 cards of the Ace of Swords, which is a gift, and the Hermit, which is you in alignment with your highest self. It's almost with these 3 cards like the judgment means it's something coming back around that didn't serve you in the past but may serve you now. But what I think Spirit is, your higher self is trying to tell you, ask me. Ask me. Like when you're in this situation, for instance, say an old boyfriend comes around. Cancer comes to mind. So if you're somebody, this must be very specific. So if you're dating a Cancer or have been dating a Cancer and he's coming back around, if he comes back around, it's more of a, it's kind of a nod to be like, are you, I feel like you've gone round and round with this person, like over and over and over and over again. And this person is coming back around because he got bored, because he's not getting what he gets from everybody else that he gets from you. So he knows you are a special person, but he doesn't deserve you. So this is basically the test. Are you going to learn this time? Or are you going to stop and pause and ask your higher self, is this real? Is this for me? And your higher self is going to be like, nope. And then it's up to you to decide what you're going to do. So that seems very specific. So if you're in the comments and you can hear me, give me a 1, okay? Let me know if you have been messing with a Cancer. All right, let's pull some extra cards for my beautiful Pisces. Sweet, deep, King of Swords, 2 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is emotional wisdom, Pisces. So I do feel like this is you almost kind of showing up and being like, okay, I've had enough. I've learned from the past and I'm coming forward in the future. We also have the King of Swords here. So we have swords and cups showing up quite a bit for you. So the King of Swords is incredibly wise and has all the information. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius has all the information needed to move forward, especially with this King of Cups sitting here. Like you're emotionally ready, you're intellectually ready, and you're ready to take the new path and the best possible path. What's coming across in terms of like the conflict here, we have the 2 of Wands. So there is a feeling of you wanting to wander. There's a feeling of, and this is like the universe, like here's your runway, go wherever you want to go. And it almost feels like you have a choice to either wander and follow your heart or wander and follow your intellect. Okay? So there's a difference between our space here and our space in our womb space. And I do believe following your gut, the one that doesn't seem logical, is probably the best option for you. at the base of the reading, which can be a problem, is your stability. And I feel like you're looking at money in the bank and things that you already know seem stable, but the reality is nothing is stable, okay? Nothing is a guarantee, no matter what. There is nothing that is a guarantee. So, you know, if you're looking at, well, the money's here, if this is a business opportunity, because I talked about being in Pisces in your midheaven, if this is a business opportunity, I mean, you could go to work at a company and the company could fold the next day. And maybe you've been at the same company for years and you're hearing it's going to fold. Okay, so there's not real stability anywhere if you think about it. So you should do what feels good, and what feels in alignment with who you want to be is the best person that you can be, right? So in the past, it looks like you got an offer, and it was a sincere offer. This is the Holy Grail. It looked like it was everything, and maybe that's why you're kind of going, oh, I don't know. Maybe that's, you know, probably why you're hindering your choice. But you got what was perceived as the Holy Grail, but now you're like, well, maybe this is the Holy Grail, okay? And so in your subconscious, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're watering the seeds that you planted. I feel like whatever's coming back around is something that you've been watering for a long time, and you kind of planted seeds before and you watered it and then you walked away from it, and then you planted, you know, you're like, I'll sprinkle a little more in there. So yeah, what's coming in right in the beginning is, or right, like if you do nothing and make no changes, we have the Five of Swords. There's something about standing your ground here. Like everybody else is laying down their swords and they're like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. Like, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And you're like, no, but I want what I want and I want it now. I like that for you, Pisces. I think that Spirit needs a little more time to get together what you're asking for. And so you need to kind of hold your ground a little bit, okay? This doesn't mean you need to go back with that Cancer boyfriend that I was talking about before. I don't know where that came from. Spirit's advice is the Ten of Wands, which is walking away, but you can see she's carrying everybody's burdens. So Spirit's advice is to get rid of that burden. It's time to drop all that and move forward. Like, quit carrying other people's stuff. You got your own stuff to carry. So quit carrying other people's stuff, because your own stuff is heavy enough. What's going on around you is the Knight of Wands, Leo, Sag, Aries. So there's somebody that's kind of coming around, and he's giving you ideas, making you feel good. Maybe even it's a boss of some sort that's trying to encourage your growth. But yeah, that's what's going on around you. Your hopes and fears is the Queen of Wands. And I almost feel like you fear the spotlight. You fear being successful. You fear having all the money you want. You fear having all the things. You know, a lot of us have this like money block, right? And if you have not I listen to Audibles all the time, and right now I'm listening to one called Lucky Bitch. I don't subscribe to Lucky Girl Syndrome. I think anybody can be lucky. And by lucky, it's called The Secret. It's called manifesting. It's called, finding the vortex, raising your vibration to the vortex, okay? But a lot of us feel like if we don't bust our butt, get stressed out, work all day, work all night, put play aside, and that's how you get money. And that is simply untrue. If you spend time being playful, if you spend time really, nourishing your life in other ways, all the things you want show up for you. You just got to ask, and then you have to play, and then you have to do your work, and then you play, right? And I feel like once you come into alignment with that, which this is the final card, you get the Eight of Wands, which is very wonderful victory. But also you could see like you're going to have bursts of energy where it's like you go fast and then you go faster and then you slow down and then you slow down and then like you rest. And then you go fast and then you go faster and then you're like, I'm done. And you go faster, and that's okay. Healing is not linear, neither is, your work pace. So I feel like I want to read something to you from the Knight of Wands, which is the energy going on around you, which I kind of feel like is that there's somebody that's around you that's ambitious, is a risk taker, very action now, think later. And I feel like that's what's encouraging you. That's what your spirit guides are encouraging you. Like, just go for it. Quit waiting around for it to happen to you. Quit waiting for around to someone to like open up the door and drag you in. Just go for it. And with this 10 of Wands from the Spirit's advice, I want to look at this too. Though persistence, late nights, and hard work, you have achieved your accomplishments. Now that you've built your creative baby, this is about maintaining it and allowing it to grow. So you have part in, like, now it's time. Like I said, like you have carried the burden, you've done the things, you've worked your, fingers to the bone, you have worked until you haven't spent any time off or breaking. And Spirit is literally telling you, break time, okay? Let Spirit catch up to you, all right? So I love this reading for you, Pisces. I hope you have a wonderful April, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Toodaloo.